Somali province of Kismayu say at least 26 people, including many foreigners, were killed and 56 wounded in a suicide bomb and gun attack on a popular hotel. For the latest on the story, we are now joined on the line by Samuel Getachew, a journalist with a reporter newspaper in Ethiopia, but he's in Egypt right now. Good afternoon, Samuel. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Good afternoon.
Samuel, tell us, what do we know about the bomb blast?
I met Hodan when I was in Canada. She had a show which explained to us what Somalia was all about, despite all the negative stereotypes we all hold about the nation. Once I moved to Ethiopia, we have very similar background in terms of age and the kinds of work we used to do in Canada. All wanted us was to come and visit Somalia and see the changing landscape that was the Somalia she embraced so eloquently through social media and TV and so on. And we are so sad and just so shocked by what happened to her and to her husband as well.
So what do you know about the bomb blast itself?
We don't know too much, except what we are reading from social media. All we know is, so many lives have been lost. It wasn't just her own life or her husband's, but it was also a prominent businessman based in Tanzania, a Somali background, and a young guy who was working for the local TV station who was shot and killed while covering what was happening to Hodan and her friends. So again, very sad.
Okay, do you know the nationalities of those victims that were part of this crash, the blast?
Yes, most of them did have dual citizenship, including Hodan. Some of them are British. There's a few Kenyans, Americans, and Chinese. The Chinese weren't killed, they were just wounded. But many of them were with Somali background, with foreign citizenship.
Samuel, do we know who is responsible for the attack? Has anyone claimed responsibility?
People are fingering the usual suspects, but at the moment there has been an official statement. But we can all guess where the attack came from. But there's no official statement from anyone.
Okay, now we understand that 2 journalists are among the dead. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know them. All I know is what I've been reading on social media. But one of them was a young guy, as I said previously, who was covering what was happening. And once he started taking videos or evidence of what was happening, they came up close to him and shot him on the head. Again, very unfortunate for the status of the African media, which I am proud to be a member of.
We are looking at
Somalia next month.
We are looking at quite devastating pictures of the attack. What is your take on the Somali political situation? Why are these attacks happening?
Somalia is there are so many nations within it, so many interests that are conflicting each other. And I've never been to Somalia. I'm supposed to be going next month at the invitation of Hodan. And I'm planning to go there. But again, Somalia has been having this kind of conflict forever, since 1991. And there are so many interests and so many warlords and so on. And it's a broken society that people like Hodan believed in.
So it's not purely a question of fingering Al-Shabaab all the time. As you say, there are contending interests, there are various ethnic groups, and there are warlords that are controlling vast swathes of territory. And this battle for this country has been intensifying over time.
Exactly. From what I'm hearing, even I have few contacts in Somalia. I've been calling people that I knew when I was in Canada, people of Somali backgrounds who moved to Somalia, One is Ilwan, whose father was killed in 1996, and she went back with her mom and started a charity organization. Her father was killed. He had a TV station, and he wanted to work in the media, and he was killed in 1996. But from people like Ilwan and so on, what I'm hearing is they're pointing the fingers as you said, the suspect that we all think is the one who committed it.
All right. Thank you very much indeed. Our correspondent or our colleague, Samuel Getachew, talking to us from Egypt.